Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Hyperion-Blue-GT. So, looks like this is going to be, we have to get ready to race on the Nations Cup 2019 series on Gran Turismo Sport. So, looks like we're in round 20 and looks like this is going to get very excited that I might be able to join in for it. So, well, in that case, since the start of the January of the Nations Cup, so looks like I've just definitely missed out for all the fun. So, well, looks like I might be had to get ready to join in for this race. So, if this might be okay. So, looks like for round 20 of the Nations Cup, so looks like we'll be racing on Kyoto Driving Park Yamagiwa, and for this category to be used is the N500 supercars for this race. So, this might be able to have 10 laps for this race. So, this is going to be quite very excellent to be able to get started. So, looks like this is a very good choice. And then, this one might be able to have garage car that this one might be able to use. So, pick any N500 sports car for this race. So, looks like this is going to get very excellent that this one might be able to have car settings required or recommend. But this one might be quite very excellent to do it. So, this one might be very worked up for it. So right now, I'll be able to have to use for the KTM Expo R with a Total Drama Library Cody on it. So this is going to get very excellent, and this one might get ready for a one good practice until this one might get better. Well, I kind of say I just missed out from round 1 through 19, so I just definitely worked a whole lot of things that might be able to do for a little activity. So, well, I'll be able to be a supporter for this event, so this one might be able to get pretty better, that this one might goes better to do it. Now, I hope that you guys really enjoy it since you participate in the Nations Cup since the beginning of this year. So, looks like I'll just have to give it a try until this is going to get very excited to do it, so this one might be very good for. Now, the balance of performance is definitely getting good for recommend, so this one might change up the power and weight ratio that this one might be given a good use. So, whenever it's going to be able to have to take a lot of good settings that this one might be able to use. So, I'll just have to take this for a little guideline that this one might be able to go for. So, let's go and get ready, and then this is going to get pretty excellent that this one might be able to do better. So, I hope that this is going to be very quick and this is going to be quite very to do it. So, if this might be doing an excellent race that this one might be coming in for it. So, for other racers who really participate in the Nations Cup, because this is going to be given the best ways to go for. So, I hope that this is going to be given the best choice to be able to use a better strong car that this one might be able to do in this race. So it's going to be quite very excellent and giving a little bit fast opportunities that this one might be able to do a little bit training that this one might be coming in for it. Well, if this might be able to do a little bit chance to be able to get ready to get everything going on for. So, well, I'll just have to make sure because I'm going to have to be ready for next year's Nations Cup in 2020. So, well, we just definitely missed out for all the fun that we've been racing in the manufacturer series, so it could get very well to do it. Now, this is going to be quite very tougher that this one might be giving you only best ways to use it for. So, I hope that the KTM Expo R is definitely the excellent fast car that this one might be giving a good chance for you. So, just going to make sure that this is going to be quite very excellent because this will might be take it for 10 laps that this will might give it a good chance to do it. Okay, just keep it going until this one might be able to get better chicane that this one might have for only 2. Now, looks like giving a little bit extra time that this one might be given a good choice to be able to do a little bit much more spare time to do it. Now, looks like I'll just have to make sure I'll be able to get ready for the final round of the pre-race season of the manufacturer series before I might be able to take on the Nations Cup, because this is going to be quite very excellent because once we might be able to participate in the event without the Nations Cup, we just really don't want to miss out for the fun, because this is definitely any category type that this will might be able to use. Now, looks like this is going to get very turned up for it. This will might give a good extra gap distance, will might give a good choice for use. So I hope that this is going to be able to have to beat the time limit for only under 10 seconds. It's going to be quite getting a little bit checked on for. So let's go and give this for one good excellent improve until this one might get better, until this one might be able to get a good chance to take it nice and steady, and then this will might give a good chance to reach up on it. Okay, drive fast and drive well until this one might get a better way to go. Okay, looks like this is going to be on the 5-second gap. It's going to be nearly there, so this one might gang up on it. Okay, stay on the apex. This is going to get pretty well chances for it. So I hope that this is going to get a little bit better to see if any players are joining in sessions with any kinds of vehicles, including the KTM X12R. So it's going to be a little bit tougher that this one might be able to get everything going on for us. Now, looks like this is going to be a good, excellent, improved lap time until this one might be able to keep catching up on it. So looks like this is going to be able to do a little bit harder to be able to catch up on it. So looks like just gonna have to take it nice and slow when using the X12R. Is giving the opportunity, is want to be quite giving the moment to be able to take it nice and slow, and giving a better light handling will might give the effect to use. So looks like this is going to get pretty good chances to be able to come up on it. Alright, landed on that apex. This will might give a good chance. But even that, I have to watch myself whenever there's any mistaken by losing up a control. But this is going to be able to stay on it, so this will might give a good chance to be able to be very careful. So looks like this is going to be able to take a lot more chances to take the inside turns. It's going to get very harder to master it. Okay, just make a good attempt to throttle, but it's going to be taking a little bit light handling, that this is going to get a little bit careful to be able to do it. Okay, just going to make sure, because landing on the apex is going to be my only strategy for it, because it's going to be quite very hard to do it. Okay, looks like the penalty line is definitely might be in second place in the last turn. Okay, here's for another new lap until this one might give it in for. Okay, keep going, and then this one might make it go a little bit faster to do it. But this one might be able to keep catching up until this one might be able to get better to make a one good improved lap time, that this will climb up onto the top. So if this is going to be able to take a lot more practice for a qualifier, so this one might give a good choice. And even that this is going to giving a little bit excellent ways to be able to have one good way to be able to go for use. For the most, any kind of an N500 category will get stronger. But this will might be able to do very good choices to choose a better car for this event, because this is going to get very recommendable, and this will might get everything settled for. But well, might be able to have a better car maybe some another time. So it's going to be able to do this for one good race, because this is going to giving a one good handling, that this one might give a good choice for an Austrian super bike, that this one might be able to use it for. Alright, just gonna make sure if this is gonna be quite going well. But also the outside turn is going to be quite very advanceable that this one might be able to climb on for. Just going to have to make a one good perfect aim that this one might be able to get in on the inside, so this one might be able to get through. Okay, looks like the lap is going to be quite going simple, so just going to have to giving a good check on it. So whenever it's going to be giving a little bit mistaken, that's whenever you're using the KTM X4R, so it's going to be quite very tricky or very advanceable or giving the best choice for you to be able to use it for the race. So it's going to be quite very hard to do it, so this one might be able to go better as possible. Now, looks like giving a little bit dived in on the turn until this one might give the very first best way to be able to going in for. Just try not to lose any control from the X4R is going to get pretty intense. Okay, just going to have to retry and start again, but giving the first 5 lap practice is going to get pretty simple that this one might be needed for. Okay, just going to have to take the attempt number 2, so this one might go again. And this time, this is going to get pretty lucky that this one might be able to drive fast as possible to be able to go in for. Giving one good improvement, and then this is going to have to take the inside is important to take a little bit much more harder ways to increase the driver rating. There you go, just doing this, and now this is going to be that to take the apex will guide up on it. Blue glimpse will give the signal to make a good perfect aim, and then this one might get it in for. Okay, there you go. Just trying to make sure this will might land it on the apex if this is going to be able to do a little bit riskier to quick in for it. Alright, there you go, just the way it was, and then this is going to get pretty simple to do it. Now, this is going to get a little bit harder to be able to do this quickly before you're going to have to start targeting on the braking point on that earlier right in. So it's going to be able to do a little bit harder to do it because it takes a lot of racing strategy to come up with. Okay, just going to have to take that turn, and then this one might give a good straight. Now, looks like this is going to get a little bit harder to be able to catch up on it, so this one might be make it in on 1 minute and 45 seconds, and then this one might get excellent to be able to have a good improvement turn that this one might come in handy. But I kind of say that the 5 seconds on 1 minute and 40 seconds is going to be very harder, so this one might be able to do quickly as possible. So it's going to be rough and very quickly to be able to do a little bit possible to do it. So if any other cars that this one might be overtake easier on the KTM X4R, so it's going to be able to take a lot of more skills that this one might be able to come on for. Now looks like this is going to get pretty better to do it, and then this one might get a little bit chances to go for. Okay, just take that chicane, and then this one might be able to do a little bit much more gap distance check until this one might going in for. Now, looks like the outside is definitely quite very tricky to be able to perform it. So this is going to give a little bit harder ways to go for. And also the second chicane is going to get very roughly, so this one might be able to be very careful not to make the collision to get very slammed to be right at the wall. So it's going to be able to do a little bit possible. Now, looks like just gonna have this clip be paused for a moment until this is going to be a 2-lap practice finish. So, looks like this is gonna get everything ready up and go. So, this will might make it for one good pause for a moment. Alright, looks like taking a little short break, and then this will might get ready to prepare for a match. So this will might be about to wait until this will join in session. So this is going to be quite very excellent to see how other players with different N500 supercars might be able to joining in for. So this is going to get very lucky, and looks like here they are now. So it looks like this is going to get very excellent that this will might give a good choice. Now, looks like road cars are definitely eligible to participate, so this will might get very good chance for it. So, looks like we only have 3 players. Didn't get any points in the Nations Cup since everything is going to be quite going well for us. So, this will might be quite very excellent for having a one good today's race. So, this will might get very good excellent until this will might be able to have to drive carefully. Supercar classes is definitely quite brilliant to do it. Now, looks like this is going to be good to get ready to get started, so this will might joining in for. Now, giving the best choice that they also bringing out with the Porsche 911 GT3 RS is definitely giving the best choice for you. Now, looks like this is going to get pretty simple for us. Okay, looks like he just says IMSA WEC. That's definitely amazing for putting up the title letters of Racing Motorsports. I like it. Oh, okay, nice to see you, Fontilini. We'll have a good race, and it's good to see you again. So it looks like this is going to be quite very excellent to be part of it. So looks like this is going to be great to be even going in for. Looks like Don Calso VIP is here in session of this race, and looks like everybody's here to be able to get started for a little warm-up. So looks like this is going to be a one good excellent standard race, so this will might get everything going with a little bit chance. So well, it's going to be able to do a little bit possible to take it nice and slow. So it looks like this is going to give a little bit much better to be able to stay on it. Of course, he's unprepared. He needs to take some time until he'll be ready. He's just going to need for a little bit time for a qualifier, so he'll be ready for it. Okay, just keep going until this one might make a one full attempted turn. Alright, just giving a little bit double check on it, so just gonna have to be very careful. Alright, looks like Don Calzone VIP is ready to race for a qualifier, and looks like this one might be able to get ready, so grab our SRs, and then this one might make a good clean turn to go for. Now, looks like this one might take 10 minutes for a qualifying time, so let's be prepared and be challenging that we might be able to get in for. Now, looks like this is going to be quite very brilliant, and then this one might have the fuel map set up, and then the radar might need it for use. So it's going to be quite very tricky to do this, to take it nice and slow. So looks like Psycho Crowley uses the McLaren 650S, so looks like this is going to be good. Now, looks like giving a one good easy step to be able to going in for, so using the KTM Expo R is going to get pretty tricky to do the simple ways for it. Now, looks like just going to keep going, and then this one might give a little bit distance on the pace, will might get a little bit better to slow down, and then this one might keep coming in. Just going to make sure, try to watch out for any slow vehicles to try to make a little bit recovery for it. That could be my guess, to be able to do a little exercise caution. Well, I hope I might be able to be part of the Nations Cup, because I'm just definitely wanting to support to all the countries that this will might give a good chance to do it. So looks like this is going to be able to have the best ways to be able to join in by giving a little bit extra chance to do it. So I hope that this is going to get very excellent to do it. Alright, looks like this is going to be giving a good braking point, is going to be quite going in for. Right, giving one good extra distance might be able to get a good chance, so I hope this final turn might give a good shot at this. Might take it nice and slow, besides the outside corner might get very luckier and giving a little bit tougher to do it. Alright, here we go. Let's beat the time until this one might get ready. But I hope that this is going to be able to do it quickly to do it. So looks like the view map is definitely enabled for you. Just gonna have to keep a little bit time on for. Okay, well, just gonna have to keep a little bit time to do it, and then this one might get a good chance to maintain the pace. Alright, just keep going until this one might get a little bit better. Alright, stay on the apex. This one might get a little bit simple to do it. Well, I hope that this is going to giving a good lucky chance to be able to have a good race for a moment. So, well, I hope you guys have already putting up a lot of good moments on the Nations Cup on YouTube, because this is going to be quite very excellent to see all the best moments in the race. Now, looks like this is going to get a little bit trickier, that this is going to get a little bit tougher hairpin on the first part. Just going to have to be very careful to be able to do the first early braking points. Now, looks like giving a little bit track time, so good thing that Sport Soft Tire is definitely might be giving a little bit extra duration chance, that might be giving a good chance to do it. Okay, looks like Giant Nation 546 set a new qualifying time, so looks like so close to reach up for 1 minute and 45 seconds. Just gonna make sure, because this is gonna giving one good clean race, that this one might get a good chance to do it. So here we go again. So let's go and beat that lap time that this one might be able to go for. Okay, Don Calzone VIP just take some dirt and for a qualifying set. Now, looks like it's going to be able to do a little bit harder to do it, so the handling is going to get very roughly, so this one might be able to do a little bit much more caution. Okay, just keep doing this turn like this, and this wheel might get a little bit better to do so. Alright. Now, this is going to giving a little bit much more weight to do a little bit example course, that this one might be able to help out for it. So I hope Gran Turismo official YouTube is definitely might giving a little bit guidance to be able to help out for the Nations Cup, because it's going to be quite very brilliant. Now, looks like 10th place is going to get pretty tougher to do it, so things might be giving a best ways to be able to do a little bit pushing to the limit. Well, I hope that this is going to get very roughly, that this one might be keep going on for. Now, I hope that this one might be able to do better than that, because it takes a lot of hard work to do it. Now, looks like going to take that throttle, and then this one might be going in for. So here we go. Just gonna have to make a new lap time to be set up for. Okay, just gonna have to be very careful, and this one might be able to avoid it as possible. Well, I hope that this is gonna get a little bit excellent to do it. Alright, looks like back on the 5th place. This is going to get pretty simple to do it, but this is going to have to take a lot more work to be able to do better than that. Oh, oh. Better watch out. Just gonna have to be very cautious because just gonna make sure, just double check folks, because this is gonna get pretty intense to do it. Okay, looks like, that was so very close because I just barely got in for it, but the chicane part is going to be quite very intense to do it, so it's going to be better to take the early braking point that this one might going in for. Oh man. Just going to be precisely careful whenever you're looking at. Okay, just take a while to be able to get this problem fixed, and then this one might be able to do better, do it much more precisely for it. Okay, just keep going until this one might be able to have that last turn, and then this one might be able to go again for it. This has to be able to make one good running attempt that this one might be able to keep going hard. Now, looks like this is going to be quite going well for putting myself in 6th place, that this one might be able to keep going. This has to be able to do better. Okay, just gonna have to take this turn until this one might be able to do it, because I hope that this is going to give me one good way to do it. So whenever I had to check the tire check on it, so this one might be able to go fast as possible, that this one might be able to use it for. Okay, just gonna make sure whenever you see a blue triangle is definitely seen here, so just gonna make sure this one might be able to give it one good clear pass on it. Alright, there you go. Just try to keep a hold of myself so this one might be able to get a good efficient handling, that this one might do the trick. Oh man. Ouch. Well, try to be gentle next time. Well, I'm just gonna have to say something very politely, but, well, I hope that this is gonna be able to turn out to be very well, so looks like this is gonna get very different, that this one might get very simple to do it. Well, I know that this run is gonna be very sloppy, that this one might be able to have a good chance to do it. Okay, well, I'll just have to be right back, folks, because looks like I might be able to take a little quick break. Sorry for the little short delay, you guys, so just trying to make sure it had to drive it automatically to be able to have to do a little bit favors, of course. So, well, looks like this is going to be giving a good time remaining over, so, well, I know that this is going to be able to do a little bit of time for it, so it could get better that this one might be able to do it. So, well, just going to make sure whenever it's going to might take a little short break, or whenever it's going to be able to take a little bit of time for. So, looks like this is going to get very excellent for this race, so I hope that this is going to be quite turn out to be, or whenever it's going to be taking a lot more ways to go for. So, looks like this is going to get very excellent to get prepared for this race, so looks like this is going to get very excited that this will might be quite very assured of it, so maybe a different cinematic cutscene that this is going to be similar to the manufactured series. So looks like this is the only event for all the nations out there in the world who likes to race, and this is going to get very excellent to do it. So we're only supporting drivers who has definitely received by the 0 points by default, so this one might be able to get started. So looks like good luck to all of you. Just gonna have to give a good chances to give a good luck to all of us. Alright, there you go. This is going to be good to be able to get started, so let's go and begin in 3, 2, 1, and let's see it. Let's go for it. Now this is a brilliant inspirational cutscene, you guys. So let's go and get ready to start of round 20 of the Nations Cup. So let's meet with all the drivers and their vehicles. So first up is Giants Nation 546 for the Porsche 911 GT3 RS. Second place is X Alvin X0X for the Toyota SFR Racing Concept. Third place is Sean Calstone VIP for the purple Porsche 911 GT3 RS. Fourth place is Montilini for the lime green Porsche. Fifth place is Weinsley for the silver Porsche. Sixth place is Swiss 13 with the Peugeot RCC Group 3 road car. Seventh place is myself with a Total Drama livery coating on it with the KTM Expo R. Eighth place is Jimmy Toe 1971 with a green KTM Expo R. Ninth place is the Cold Warriors with the Maxwell battery with the Porsche livery. 10th place is Move Daddy 58 for the SR Racing Concept. 11th place is GCC Bandit for the official KTM Expo R color design. 12th place is JTT Smiley. 13th place is Stu 196 for 4556 for the Ferrari F40. 14th place is Firefox Knight for the Chevy Corvette C7 Group 3. 15th place is Patrolly 205 for the Ford Mustang. 16th place is Taco Farts for the Chevy Corvette C7 Group 3 road car. 17th place is Spec Mile for the Porsche. 18th place is NYY 127 with the Nissan GTR 2017. 19th place is Psycho Crowley with the McLaren 650S 2014. 19 drivers are now definitely getting ready for a 10-lap challenge. This one might get ready to go, and this will might get everything prepared for one good N500 supercar race, and this one might be able to go fast, and this one might get very simple. So from the start of round 1 through 20, because it looks like taking a little bit long breaks for having my return. So let's go and get started, and this one might be prepared for one good 10-lap challenge on the Kyoto Driving Park Yamagiwa. Now, looks like this is going to get very excellent to be able to tie it up on it, so this is going to get very roughly that this one might be able to drive quick as possible, because it looks like the Porsche team is definitely became the one good racing crew with the same car, that this is going to get very simple and do a little bit quickly as possible. Now, looks like going in to make a one good attempt at stepped in for it, just keep it simple, and then this is going to get very drafted up, and then this one might goes in, then here comes the turn, and this is going to get very excellent. Try to slow down and keep up on the gap, and this one might be able to get a good maintained handling, that this one might give a good efficient on it. Now coming down onto the hill, and then this will be able to get in onto the chicane, and giving a one good slow chance that this one might be able to drive carefully for it. don't go in onto the perfect spot. This will might trick you until this will might get in for. Now, looks like Giants Nation 546 is in the lead, and this will might be, looks like this is going to get very closer, and this is going to be big trouble. This race is going to get pretty close up on it. Just going to make sure, just be very cautious, and this will might go in a little bit possible to avoid by decreasing the SR is going to be quite having the problem for. Jimmy Toe 1971 is in fifth, and this is going to get very close up on it until this one might get a little bit chances to do it. So staying on the outside is going to be giving a little bit hard time to performance, but this is going to get very hard to do a one hard race to go for. But this race is going to get pretty tougher and pretty simple that this one might going in for. Now, looks like taking a little tied up on the ropes, and this will might get a very good chance to go for. Looks like me and Jimmy Joe 1971 is definitely tied up on the ropes. Would like to be getting catched up, and then this one might get a little bit struggle that this one might get everything a full balanced position that this one might be able to go quick and go fast as possible. But this takes a lot of required hard work to do this for a little strategy. Because this is going to get very worked up to be able to do it, because this is going to get very intense to do it. Just keep it cool and keep it calm until this one might be able to get in for. Now, looks like this is going to giving a one good easy attempt that this one might be able to do the first chicane. It's going to be quite coming simple to do a little bit quick turns of it, because this is going to get very excellent to have this for one excellent sports car race that this one might go in for. Now, looks like Fonzie is definitely going in to be able to catch up onto the ropes, and then this is going to get a little bit struggle that this one might be able to go for. It looks like it's a Porsche versus KTM, the most highly ranked supercars in this event, and this is going to get very challenging for it. And it looks like there's Jimmy Joe takes fourth place, and this is going to get very quickly, and quite getting a little bit harder to take that turn. Is going to be quite coming in last for it. And then Jimmy Joe is definitely stopped at 7th place. He'll be able to keep up on it, so looks like he's still got an excellent horsepower to take the chance to do it, but this is going to get pretty lucky to do it. Now, looks like Evans is definitely now in second, and this is going to be tied up for it, and looks like Don Calstone VIP is definitely might be catching up on it, so he'll be able to make in second place. So looks like this is going to be giving one good chance to do it, and he is going to be able to keep catching up on it. Because looks like the Porsche crew is definitely trying to take down the KTM crew. Is going to be quite very tougher to do it, so just going to have to think fast and quick until this one might be able to come up on it, because this is definitely the most rivalry heated race that this one might be getting in for. Now, looks like Fontilini is trying to be able to take it nice and slow, and looks like Don Calstone VIP is trying to catch up and make sure he'll be able to save it for one top 3 moment until this one might get in for. Okay, looks like taking a little bit of time to slow down until this one might getting in. And it looks like Don Calzone is definitely might be able to keep going and to be able to stay on in 3rd place will might give a good chance to do it. And it looks like he just definitely saved it to be able to land it in. And looks like Fonzie Lini is in 3rd. Just keep it up, Don Calzone. You almost still got it. You just get yourself a lot of more chances to be able to get everything back up onto the top 3. But this is going to be quite very simple to do it, but this might take a little bit longer to take a little bit draft to catch up on it. Now, looks like onto the 4th lap that this is going to be quite very simple to do it, because he did very, very well to do it. Keep it up, Don Calzone. The inside is going to be your only chance that this one might be able to catch up on. Fontilini is going to be quite getting a little bit tougher to do it. looks like this is going to get very tied up to see it. And here comes the turn. This could be his chance. Try to maintain, and looks like this one might take some time to be able to come up quickly for it. So it looks like I'm about to be able to coming in. And now, looks like this is going to get pretty simple to do it. But this is going to be a one excellent race to be able to keep up on it. But this is going to be quite tied up to take the battle of third place is going to be on the way. Here comes that hairpin. This will might be able to get it in quickly, and then this will might take it slow. Now, this is going to get very lucky that this one might be able to catch up on it. Giants Nation 546 is definitely might be keep going on in the lead, and then this one might be able to stay on it. Taking that final turn is going to be the only way to be able to do this, to take the inside performance for it. But this one might take a while until this one might get a good chance. Now, looks like this is going to be able to take the fifth lap. It's going to be on halfway there, and then this one might be able to make it through. And looks like Jimmy Joe is definitely takes in 6th place, and now he's about to catch up on my current position because he's about to take a lot of more horsepower to be able to catch up on it. Takes a little comeback, and then this is going to get very pumped up on it. Now, looks like getting a little bit closer. Just going to make one further attempted overtake on Don Calzone, VIP. It's going to get very tougher, and then looks like Montilini is slowing down. He finally made it. He is back on 3rd place. He is back on 3rd place, folks. He is going to do it. He's going to be able to take the motivation to take to his higher skills to do it, because he's about to be able to reach up onto the last 2. It's going to get pretty simple and getting closer. Now, looks like this is going to get pretty lucky that this is going to be quite very closer to do it. So this one might be able to stay calm, and then this one might take a lot of more maintained pace to do it. Okay, looks like Jimmy Joe is about to be coming back in. And looks like this is going to be his momentarily to be able to take the overtake spot on it, because this is going to get everything turned on for it. Oh, I can't believe it. Looks like Don Calzone just struck in and slowed down. He'll be able to get back on his feet to be able to keep going, and then looks like this is going to get pretty simple to do it. Jimmy Joe is now in 4th. He's about to be able to keep coming back up again. This is going to get very closer to do it. Now, looks like this is going to be quite very good to see it. The Porsche team is about to take the pit stop, and then the KTM team is definitely might be going forward. So, looks like this is going to be a one tough struggle that this will might be able to go for this race, because it's me versus Jimmy Joe, 1971, and this is going to be the battle of 1st place is going to be on the way. And this is going to get a little bit tougher to be able to keep going, and then this is going to giving one good chance to do it. So giving a good spare time, and then this one might be able to take the chance to do so. But this is going to be able to have a one good fearsome rivalry for this race, because a green chrome versus a total drama livery is going to get very excited that it turns out to see that this is going to be quite very good to see it for it. But this is going to be quite very amazing. 2 KTM Expo Rs are taking the fierce battle, while the Porsche teams is definitely might take a break for a while for going back in onto the race again. So looks like this is going to be one good moment that this one might be able to keep coming in for, by the way, and this is going to get very excellent that this one might be able to do it. Now, looks like taking on the 1 second gap is going to be on the way, and now looks like this is going to giving a good recommend race to be able to going in onto the pit. So, looks like 6th lap is going to be quite good to be able to going in for. So this one might be able to have one good attempted moment that this one might be giving a good chance to do it. So maybe just giving one lap that this one might be able to get a good chance to do it, by the way. Now, looks like this is going to get very lucky, and this is going to get pretty tougher to do it. So it looks like staying on the first place lead is going to be quite very simple. So 7 lap is going to be take a little bit simple to going in for it, because I hope that this is going to get very momentarily to be able to catch up on it. So giving a good time that this one might be able to take a little bit of while to do it. So Jimmy Joe is about to be able to get back on the run. So this one might be able to stay on the 4th place. This one might get a good chance to do it. Because looks like I am on the roll, you guys. This is going to be quite brilliant that this one might keep coming handy. So even if possible that this one might have standard earnings might be coming out for it. But still, if I could probably win this on the 20th round of the Nations Cup, this is going to be quite very excellent to be able to reach up on first place to win. Now, looks like just going to make sure, and looks like the usual opponent, Giants Nation 546 and X-Albion is now coming back in for it. So this one might be able to get a good chance to do it. Because looks like this is going to take a little bit of while until this one might be able to save it for only 2 more laps remaining. But now onto the 7th lap, and this is going to get pretty simple that this one might be able to do it. Now looks like getting in, and then this one might be able to do a little maintain to catch up on it. Giving one good call to be able to have 1 pit stop is now going to be available to do it. Because this is going to be quite giving you only chances to be able to go in as possible. Now, looks like this is going to be able to doing in, and now let's just going to have to go and give this for 1 good extra refuel time that this one might going in for. Get my team to be set up to change the tires, and now it looks like this will be good to go, and then this one might be ready to get back on it. Diamond mark on the recommend, and this is going to get pretty easier for it. Now, looks like back in, and now in 3rd place. This is going to get pretty simple that this one might be able to have a good time to be able to do it. Just having a nick of time, and this will be on the way. But now Giants Nation 546 is back in the lead for taking a 1 good top moment that this one might going in for. Because this is going to be quite very tougher that this will might be able to have a 1 good chance for a simple. KTM Expo R is going to be reached up for the win, and this will might get very good chances to do it. But it's going to be a long race that this will might come to the end very shortly until this will might get better. Now, looks like this is going to be able to take it in for it, so this will might be able to come better. Because this is going to get a little bit better to take it in, and then this one might take a little bit slower until this one might be able to keep up on it, because it's all about the distance, and giving a 1 good excellent performance will might give a good chance to improve. Okay, just gonna have this turn to be going in until this one might give a good chance to do it. Now, looks like Jimmy Joe is definitely might be able to keep catching up on it, and then this one might be able to do a little bit maintain on it. He's still trying to catch up on my current position. Just gonna save it for the top 3 will might give a good chance to do it. But this is gonna get pretty simple that this one might be able to have a good race to be able to go to. Now, looks like Fonzie Linney and Don Calzone VIP is definitely might be able to getting a little bit separate for it, so it's going to be able to do a little bit roughly to be able to catch up on it. Now, for only a 3-second gap distance to be able to catch up on it, so it looks like I'm still trying to keep up to overtake the top 2 drivers. That's definitely left remaining to be quite very separately, but this is going to be able to take a while to take a lot of separate skills to be able to come forward to it. But this one might take time until this one might get better. Okay, just keep going until this is going to be able to take the inside turn. It's going to get pretty simple to do it. And then going down on the hill, and this one might get better to do it, and this is going to get very excellent that this one might be able to stay on it. Mind the gap, and then this one might keep going until this one might be able to do it. Now it looks like getting closer until this one might reach up onto the final lap of the race, so this one might be able to have to give a length a bit, because this is going to giving a little bit techniques to be able to do a lot more turns to do better. Almost there, just going to have to keep up, just try to go in and stay steady until this one might get a little bit better to take a lot more turns to keep it simple, and then this one might keep up on the pace. Then here we go, looks like Giants Nation 546 has definitely made it until the final lap has come, and now this is going to get pretty excited, folks. This is going to be the 10th lap of this race that this one might be keeping up on it. This will might get going until this will might get a lot of good excellent speed that this will going in for. Taking a lot more chances, and looks like one KTM Expo R is going to be taking a lot of struggle to be able to stay on the third place. It's going to be one excellent golden moment until this one might be able to keep it up on it. But this is going to get very excellent that this one might be able to take a lot more chances to do it. Now it's going to be able to do a little bit harder to be able to keep up, and then this is going to be able to do this. The apex is definitely important and getting a little bit simple, and looks like Jimmy Joe is about to get very closer to be able to catch up on it, so looks like I have to be able to take a lot more ways to be able to get better. Almost, just gonna have to take that apex that is gonna be going for it. But this is gonna get a little bit tied up to be able to keep up on the struggle, and this is gonna get very closer. Giants Nation 546 is about to get nearly there until he'll be able to take the final stretch, but first things first, last place driver is about to be proceeding in to be able to going in as possible, and oh, looks like last place just definitely going mistaken, and then this is going to get a little bit better to do a little possible ways to get there, because this is going to get a little bit last remaining standing for it, because this is going to get very closer to do it, and then this is going to be quite excellent. Giants Nation 546 takes the winning spot, and then Albion Seal is in second, and now I made it in third. Now this is going to be an excellent race for today, folks, because looks like this is going to get very tougher to be able to catch up on it, so we did very well and we did very good. Now looks like this is going to be quite very excellent and simple that this one might be able to go for. So right now this is going to get very amazing to be able to have a very good points to receive for it, so this is going to get very excellent to be able to have to reach up onto the top 3. It takes a lot of hard work to choose any recommend vehicles or any other favorite cars you like. This is going to get very excellent for a one good Nations Cup for this race. We might get very good for it. So looks like this one might be about the finishing the lap time is going to be quite good. So looks like the results has been confirmed. So it looks like I am back for the Nations Cup for one good return. Now looks like this is definitely quite very excellent to have a one good consecutive clean race, has taken a good progress that might be giving a good choice for use. So looks like that was a very excited race for today, and now giving good earnings might be quite going to be received as possible, but this is going to be quite brilliant that this is an excellent race. Alright, now looks like this is definitely first place for Giants Nation 546 for giving a one good support on his YouTube channel. So this is going to be able to have to say congratulations. That was a good race. So we did very good. So maybe this is going to be able to have to check on the companion app again to see this one might going in. Alright, so looks like I am back on the driver rating B, and this is going to be quite very excellent. This is going to be quite very good moment that this one might be able to have a good chance to do it. So I hope that this is going to be quite very excellent to be able to get ready. So this is going to be quite giving the good chance to be able to support for having a good race on the Nations Cup, and this will might give a good chances to take the opportunity to make the good levels to keep it up, and this is going to quite very excellent. Now, looks like this is very good for having a one good excellent after races. Definitely might be giving a good result to be able to keep up for it. So looks like that was a very good race for today. So I would like to congratulate Giants Nation 546 for a very good race with his Porsche 911 GT3 RS. And this is going to get very excellent to be able to keep up on this race. So looks like looking forward for the next race anytime soon. And this is going to be a one good thumbs up or one racing montage moment. So looks like it's about to getting closer for this race. So I'll just have to make sure this will mind adding up the next clip to be able to go for. So right now for the daily workout complete, today's gift card is going to be received. So this time a Vision Gran Turismo for only one chance per use. Maybe the Mazda RX-7 is going to be giving the best use to get it for. So that's pretty cool, and I'll take this one for as a reward. So this is going to be quite excellent to be able to keep up on this race, because this is going to be quite brilliant to do it. Now, looks like I am back on the Nations Cup, so looks like it's been a while since 20 rounds ago of this race, so looks like everything is quite very changed because other racers have definitely busy to take a little bit time for an activity, but well, it's okay that we all missed out for the fun, so we might be able to give a good chance to give this for one good relying support to the Nations Cup, because it is a very good FIA Championships event. It's going to be quite very good to do it. So I hope I might be able to get ready for the Manufacturer Series for the final round of this race. So this is going to be able to take a few minutes until this one might get ready to go. So I hope I'm ready. And now looks like this one might be able to take 2 championship rounds for a given time. Okay folks, glad that you really enjoyed this race. Thank you for watching. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel for reaching up a 100 subscriber goal. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and bell for notification uploads, and the links on the description down below if you want to see more. Well, it's time to get ready for the final race of the Manufacturer Series preseason, and I'll see you guys next time, you guys. Keep on racing, stay cool.